Welcome everybody. This is your host Hugo Bernal en el Mexican Soccer Podcast en el Trio Online. Welcome everybody. This is episode, let me just double check that because I don't want to mess it up with you guys. Episode 187. So we're closing to the last 10 episodes to get to 200. We had Jornada Doble. As I said, I'm your host Hugo Bernal. You can follow me on Instagram in Hugo Deportes, but most importantly, follow us and subscribe to whatever you're watching us, especially YouTube. If you're watching this on YouTube, click that button, hit that little bell, and listen to us every week. That we'll be here, sometimes without me, sometimes with some new guests that we'll have, and always we'll have el pinche super mojado. Jornada doble, banda. Welcome everybody. ¿Cómo andas, mi buen super? ¿Cómo andas, mi buen Fer? Everything is good with you guys? Welcome.
What's up, dude? What's going on? I'm good, you know. It's a lot of soccer lately. Jornada doble siempre nos trae locos.
Fernando, there was a jornada doble, just so you know, because I know you forget about soccer and then you just do TikToks and stuff. So I'm just letting you know today.
Well, this jornada doble was a little irrelevant for me since it wasn't a good game yesterday. The refs were bad, but excited to always have soccer around. Always a good day when there's a few games.
Pumas espejismo.
So by now, everybody should know that by Fernando saying hi or saying hola like that, it means that los Pumas perdieron.
Pumas espejismo is over, man. And finally, the reality set in. That's why he's all it's all down.
Well, now that we know that Pumas lost, so let's go take a look at the rest of the results of the jornadas. Because there was some interesting things. So this is first jornada 7, lo que es el fin de semana pasado. 3-1 gana Pachuca, que Pachuca, por cierto, está de cuidado. Qué bueno que ya no viene el buen Edwin. Excuse me. 1-1 empató Querétaro Toluca, perdió Rayos del Necaxa, ya me lo quitaron de enfrente. Continuamos. Un segundito. Perdieron, Chivas iba ganando 2-0 y perdieron 3-2, increíble. Y después tenemos Pumas empataron a 0 con el América, ganó Santos al Cruz Azul, Monterrey 2-0, perdió, después Tijuana le pegó 2-0 al Atlas, Juárez perdió 3-2 ante Necaxa, so on and so forth. So anyways, that was round 7. So interesting stuff for Chivas, but for round 8, because we had jornada doble, on Tuesday, we had 1-1 Puebla Juárez, 2-1 ganaron los Cholos, 1-1, le cuesta el trabajo a Solari, América Querétaro, 0-0 Monterrey León. Aquí ya habían corrido al Vasco, si no me equivoco, o lo corrieron después de ese 0-0.
No, ya no estaba.
Yo creo que Solari también, No lo corrieron apenas, ¿o sí?
No,
sí,
al
lo
Vasco
corrieron ayer.
Lo corrieron después de la derrota contra San Luis, and Solari it just happened.
After 1-1, yeah, exactly. So
bueno, much going on, man.
Mazatlán 0-0. Perdió el Atlas y también perdieron los Pumas, just so everybody knows. Chivas iba perdiendo 2-0, empatan a 2. Juego de 2 que están arriba en la tabla, Tigres 2, Cruz Azul 2. Y bueno, los Pumas, ni se diga, perdieron aparte contra el que era el último lugar. So, interesting results. But more interesting, let's take a look at the standings. We'll continue with this Solari thing. En Pachuca, as we said, good thing Edwin is not around right now. Puebla, segundo lugar. Tigres, Cruz Azul. León con 12. Atlas con 12. Pumas con 11. Todavía está en zona de clasificación. Bueno, aunque la clasificación ahora son los primeros 12, es algo ridículo. Tijuana, Toluca, Guadalajara, Querétaro, Juárez, Necaxa, Santos. El América ni se ve porque ya no ponemos a los últimos 3, as we are used to it now. Seeing him down low in the table.
Well, I thought maybe because America was playing in Europe already. That's why they were not here anymore.
No, they're not playing in Europe yet.
You sound so salty, man. You sound so upset.
The problem is like he does sound salty though, but Fernando, the problem is like you get upset about it. We're talking about America. You shouldn't care about America, but somehow you end up caring so much about America.
No, I don't.
Maybe
it's not
maybe
that
because you truly love them.
No, I mean it's just I don't get upset. I just know that America is a good team, or it has been a good team. So it's strange to see them at the bottom of the table, but it's not that I get upset or anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
Look at those tears. Look at those tears coming out.
So let's just
El violín.
Usually we talk about super líder first or los que van arriba en la tabla, pero cuando corren un entrenador, they deserve to talk about them. So about America, 2 draws in a row. That's what cost Solari his job. Is that enough?
Not just 2 draws. They have
no, but I mean that's the last drop of the glass of water that just spilled all over.
Yeah, and not only the results, but it's all. I feel like a lot has to do with the way they're playing. Not only were they not getting results, but they had no idea what they were doing in the field. They looked lost. The coach looked lost. The players looked lost. They were not playing at anything. No tenían juego.
Mira, camita, papá, camita. Lo dije. I've been saying this for how many weeks now? Le están haciendo la camita. They're just doing. How can you forget how to play soccer? 2 tournaments ago, they were what? They were second place in the stands at the end of the season. Last tournament, they were first place. They were líderes. They were saying that America was on a completely different level, that nobody else could basically, America no tiene rival, they didn't have an opponent, that they should have been playing in Europe, that all this talk, because, Solari was doing good things. And all of a sudden they forget how to play soccer in his 3rd year. That's just not...
See, okay,
they lost all credibility that they had, because it's just... Like I said, it happens in el fútbol, pero más en el fútbol mexicano, right? In Mexican soccer happens time and time again, where the players would set up the coach because they just done with him. They don't like him anymore. They don't want to listen to him. They want him out.
If that's correct, if you're correct right now, Super, mucho ojo con el América, because that means that the players are still as good as they were last season. Mm-hmm. So if it was only to tender la cama Solari, as soon as a new coach comes out, van a arrasar.
That would be too obvious, Fernando. How could you be so naive, Fernando? Por favor.
Who cares about being obvious?
So you think they're just going to continue losing just so they don't realize they did it on purpose?
Watch 2-3 games from now. It's going to be a completely different team.
Okay, then they're gonna be the dangerous team they were last season. I feel like that's what you're admitting right now. And
let's go take a look at this graphic that production has for us.
The one that's being naive because they don't care whether they're obvious or not.
Let's go take a look at this graphic that the production has for they have for us about Santiago Solari, and then we'll talk about his replacement, at least his temporary replacement. So Guardianes 2021, récord de 12-2-3. Lost in Pachuca en la liguilla en cuartos de final. América en la apertura 2021, 10 victories, 5 derrotas, 2 empates. Perdieron ante Pumas en los cuartos de final. Y en el clausura tienen 1 victoria, 3 empates, 4 derrotas, y eso le cuesta a Solari el trabajo. So they put us a Fernando Ortiz. Do you guys know who this is? Fernando Ortiz? Nobody knows him.
No. I guess
Nobody
he used to be a player.
No, he's been with the team two months only, from what I'm reading. Lo trajo Baños, aparentemente hace dos meses. Todos pensaban, everybody thought Raúl Rodrigo Lara, who's been in charge of, he's been an assistant coach for the second team. I'm not exactly sure. He used to be an América player, of course. And everybody thought that he was going to get picked. And no, it was actually Fernando Ortiz, si no me equivoco. Fernando Ortiz. 2 things that I'm thinking right now. I don't think los jugadores le tendieron la camita a Solari. So as soon, but they kicked him out anyway. So they kicked Solari out. So when this position's open, it's a temporary position. Raúl Rodrigo Lara, more likely, he said, no, I don't want to take it because it's not the right way into the first division coaching. So he's holding up. And this other guy is he's 2 months in and he said, I got nothing to lose really because he doesn't have a name in it yet. And he's taking the chance. If América suddenly takes off, he's going to be remembered as the one who replaced Solari. So who knows about this new move? But new names are sounding for next summer, actually. Aunque les guste o no, Larcamón, it's one of them, and it's the one that it's sounding the most. What do you guys think?
That's been sounding for a while now. That's
bueno, pero ya lo corrieron a Solari. Ya hay que hablarlo sí o sí.
Claro. No, and it could happen. Definitely could happen. Larcamón is a coach that came and changed completely a Puebla, a team that nobody give a penny for. And he basically made a name for himself already. He has prestigio now in La Liga MX because if he could do that with the budget that he has, with the team that he has, you would think that he could do. What can he do with a team like América, right? With their budget, with the history, with las conexiones que venga con todo el equipo. Hey, it's definitely, in my opinion, I think it should be more. He would be la posibilidad más clara para que llegue a la América.
Fernando, what do you think about Larcamón in América? Good option?
Well, at the moment, I think he's the best choice. Just like Super said, he's really smart with his players, and if he has a better variety of players, especially when America's bench is also as good as their starters, I think he could do so much better than Solari or any other coach at the moment in La Liga.
What do you guys think? Because there's some coaches that son muy buenos apagafuegos, como lo hizo Larcamón en cierta forma, y pueden tener éxitos, como también lo hizo Tomás Boy en su momento sin tanto éxito, pero apagafuegos, sacarlos de zona de descenso, levantar al equipo, hacerles jugar a algo. So it could be the same thing, but as soon as you give them a good team and a budget, they have no clue what to do with it.
Yeah, I mean, also another coach that would be a good fit. I don't follow him. I don't know what he's doing at the moment. But El Turco Mohamed would be a nice return to América.
No, acaba de ganar en Brasil. Why would he leave?
Ganó una copa, ¿no? You see, I had Mohamed. Lo iba a comparar con Mohamed, right? I don't think Mohamed is coming back to America. First of all, right? That's. I don't think so. But he didn't leave America in good standing. He basically was upset with America when he left. Even though they gave him he gave them a title, but you know what? In a way, I kind of see Larcamón. He needs that title, though. He needs that title to
Puebla.
Yeah,
to consolidate.
To be successful, right?
It's not gonna happen.
Hey, you never know. Mira qué pasó con Atlas el torneo pasado. Nobody thought that Atlas could lift a trophy in 70 years.
Ain't gonna happen. Good for Larcamón, though. But anyway, so let's talk about good teams now. How about Chivas?
No mames.
¿Qué?
Hasta a mí se me salió la risa, güey.
But anyways, they were, first of all, Alexis Vega cumple su primer juego de suspensión, pero 2-0 iban arriba y pierden 3-2. Y después, en otra que no alcanzan a hacer la misma, pero se recuperan de un 2-0 abajo. Estas Chivas, y lo mismo de siempre, ¿no? Sin Tony Son y ni fu ni fa.
Claro. Just listen, man. When I speak, I don't just do it because, I want to entertain you guys or I want to school you guys. I like to be, ahora sí que realista, right? And And Chivas it doesn't have right now what it takes to be competitive in this tournament. And despite that they have good players, when you have somebody that was not even a player, it's the boss's friend, and is coaching a team like Chivas. Listen, there's many players that were actually like criticizing this because they're like, how could you have coach a team con el prestigio de Chivas, with con la tradición de Chivas, and this guy doesn't have a clue of what he's doing. It's like with that 2-0, you're leading 2-0, you decide to just echar pinche camión atrás.
No, pero también la falta de personalidad de los jugadores, ¿no?
Claro, pero you need a good leader there. It's not just the players, you need somebody que te respalde, que esté en el banco, giving you like, ideas to how to manejar un partido. It's not just about the players.
You're putting too much blame on the coach.
I'm putting like 70% of the blame on the coach.
But the thing is that Chivas has gone through coaches and no dan resultados. So that your theory would be backed up if Chivas would have been doing good before he came.
But he was doing good.
But they haven't. And I don't think
he was doing good. Bucetich, when they fired Bucetich, estaba en su mejor momento. Chivas. I wouldn't understand.
You're the one that
wanted
to
listen,
out.
I was exactly. I wouldn't understand if they fired Bucetich like 6 games before they fire him, right? But then when he's like playing like better, you decide to fire him. It's just like I said, administration is a joke right now.
I don't think it is a joke, but I still think that the players have a lot of blame as well, because they have individually, the players are very talented. I like a lot of the players that play for Chivas, and I told you this since the beginning of the tournament. I think Chivas is going to do a good job because they have good players. So even if the coach is bad, I don't think the players are showing what they're really capable of. They're really good players. And no matter how crappy of a coach they should at least show some talent.
Some of them. The problem is that you also have a lot of players that are very young, very unexperienced.
So that's part of the problem then, that not having a real coach.
Exactly. And you can blame the players all you want when you don't have a leader to tell you, how to do things on the pitch. When and the majority of your team is like young, it's just, listen, man, you're lost, and this is what's happening with Chivas.
So anyway, any future for this coming season in Chivas, or lo mismo, ni fu ni fa?
Hey, I think they're gonna qualify to La Liguilla, to la pre-liguilla. Let me clarify that, to la pre-liguilla, but then that's it. That's all they can do. I mean, 12 teams go into the freaking pre-liguilla, man. This is just like a joke. I mean,
they're playing Santos next, so we'll see. They should be.
No, but look what Santos was in the last 2 games. It's like almost like they turned the switch. They were one of the worst teams in the league, and in the past 2 games, look at what Acevedo did in the last game, man. That gives them miedo. That gives them confidence. It boosts their confidence. So,
anyways, Fernando, we're not going to talk about Pumas because they lost against Santos. So we're just gonna skip that and let's talk about how about Tigres? Are they getting back into good standings now with everybody, because they were struggling, but now it was a draw against Cruz Azul, but it was a good game.
Well, they tied in minute 91. Actually, if Tigres would have hold like one more minute, man, they would have had a 6-game winning streak, right? Right now, they haven't lost in 6 games, and as a matter of fact, I think it goes a little past that. But they did lose to who is this? To Puebla, no? Is that the last team they lost to?
Hold on one second, Super. So hold on one second. Let me just say hi to Gerardo Fischer that it's saying hi over here. And Gerardo Fischer, drone photography, videography. There you go. Ahora que Solari se fue, que nos regresen a Córdoba, por favor. Solari needed it to go before, after letting Córdoba go. Y Luis Pérez dicen, didn't you just blame the players for América's situation, Super? But when it's Chivas, the players have failed. 3 coaches are okay. That's a question. So yeah.
Well, if you listen to my explanation, you would understand. But
he did listen.
Who is this?
You just you do contradict yourself a lot, Super, and that's what I was trying to tell you.
Está dolido porque perdió el Atlas. Don't listen to Luis.
But anyways, should the teams be afraid of Tigres now?
Definitely. I think that Tigres has been doing like great things. Parece que el Piojo Herrera le encontró la fórmula. Piojo Herrera found that formula that he needed. And listen, they're unbeaten now for 6 games. Like I said, since they lost to Puebla 2-0, back in week, what week was that?
I don't know. ¿A quién le tienes más miedo, Fernando? Who are you most afraid of? ¿Tigres o Cruz Azul?
Para empezar, a mí no me da miedo nada. But I think paper-wise, if you see the roster, it would be Cruz Azul. I've seen a better version.
What the hell are you talking about?
I have seen a better version of Tigres before. And based on the players that Tigres has, like, un campeón del mundo, Gignac, Córdoba, Vigon, they have really talented players. They should be doing way better. Cruz Azul, on the other hand, they tied against Tigres in the very last minute.
They're in 3rd place.
Cruz Azul's in 4th.
They're unbeaten for the last 6 games.
Cruz Azul's in 4th place. Or what place are they in?
4th place. Yes, 4th place.
Right.
Why is it so weird that I think Cruz Azul is a better team than Tigres at the moment?
Okay.
So
no sé qué fútbol estás viendo, mi Fernando. But
are you watching soccer or are you just watching the results? Because you're just going based off of the results.
This is a very irregular Cruz Azul so far. I mean, last week you were calling them like Cruz Azuleada, that they were a joke of a team because they lost to Necaxa.
I didn't say they were a joke of a team.
That's what you said, Fernando.
No, I said
let's go back and watch the past show.
Let's do it.
Let's go back and watch the past show because you were saying that Cruz Azul is the worst team in the league because they lost to Necaxa. Come on.
I'm okay to rewatch the show with you because I never said that. I said
that
the
you guys do that
tonight.
And that's an issue. Before you go to bed.
That's an issue. If the Cruz Azuliadas are still around, that's an issue for Cruz Azul. And that was the question that Samara asked us. Is the Cruz Azuliada back? And I said, yes. The Cruz Azuliada is here because, look, they lost against Santos. However, they're still a good team. They're still a solid team, and they just proved it against Tigres.
Anyway, so both teams are in good standings right now. They tied, and I think as Fernando in a cowardly way said he's not afraid of everybody, any team should have at least some respect for those 2 teams because they got excellent squads. So anyways, moving on, El Vasco Aguirre was fired also from Monterrey. Because it didn't sound as much anymore because Solari got fired now. So all the spotlight just went away from El Vasco Aguirre and moved to Solari. But I mean, it's a pretty big deal. El Vasco Aguirre, I don't think he deserved that one, by the way. He should have had at least a little bit longer. But of course, as we know, Mexican teams are they have zero tolerance for that.
I think El Vasco was doing bad since last season. Stuff wasn't working for a good minute now. I don't think it was.
I think the decision was made in El Mundial de Clubes, and they just waited a couple more games just to confirm that.
Yeah, I think it makes sense.
You should do a process, or for how long did that last?
He was there for at least a year.
How's the process then?
What process? When you have a process, you see progress.
One tournament,
there was no progress
tournament and a half. They only gave him one full tournament. So, I mean, I'm with Hugo in here. I think that Vasco Aguirre deserved more time. I didn't think it was, you know, I don't think he gave what he could give. La trayectoria que él trae. He's one of the best coaches in Mexican soccer, man.
Yeah, with the best squad.
One of the best. And no, I just think that definitely he needed a little more respect. And give him more time, give him more opportunity to
you
show
can't give
that
somebody respect just because his past.
He won that. He gave them a title last year. Despite that it was not the Liga MX title, he gave them the Conca Champions title. So, I mean, he gave them something. So, give him another couple more tournaments. Give him a chance. Again, Hugo's right. In Mexico, we're used to just seeing a coach to go down a couple games and then boom, you're out.
Okay, exactly. Then let's trust Leaño's process then. Let's not complain about him because he has a process, right?
Oh my God, you're comparing Vasco Aguirre with Leaño? Oh
no,
my
I'm
God.
not. I'm telling you,
Fernando,
I'm not comparing coaches. I'm comparing your way of thinking.
No, but I mean, it is the same. Exactly.
Yes.
On Super's defense, you cannot. He wasn't comparing that, and yes, it is true. You cannot compare Vasco Aguirre.
You cannot, and I'm not. That's why I said the process. You can't.
Next thing,
if
he's gonna be coaching Real Madrid.
Exactly. There's no process in Chivas, and there's no process in Monterrey.
Well, if you're bringing el Vasco Aguirre, he will make the process.
Okay.
Let's ask the production to bring back that video where Leaño saying, I'm gonna coach Chivas and be champion, and then I'm gonna go and coach. Who did he say? Real Madrid.
Do you understand?
And I'm gonna be champion. And I'm gonna coach the Selección Nacional.
For it to be a process, you need to see progress. In a matter of,
what
even
progress
if it's
have you
little
seen?
Progress, I didn't see any progress with Monterrey. Actually, I saw them go back.
He got a title.
A title that a lot of people, you being one of them, think it's a joke.
It's a title, though.
But for
he got a title.
But it's a joke of a title.
Luis Perez in the comment section, he wants to have el super drug tested. No, man.
Yeah, that's a bad idea.
He got positive for everything. COVID and everything else you can get positive from. But anyways, El Vasco Aguirre is out after one win only, 3 ties, 2 losses, no goals and 3.
Yeah. Exactly. What type of process is that? I don't understand.
Just by bringing El Vasco Aguirre and the money you're putting in it, there should be a process. And if there wasn't, then it's Monterrey Directiva's fault. And El Vasco Aguirre should not take it because shouldn't take it the position as a coach because
I'm sure Monterrey had a process. Just Vasco was not cut for it. He was not following.
No, you know what? I think Vasco Aguirre should stick to his own words that he said that he would never come back to Liga MX and be a coach. He said in an interview that he would have come back to Liga MX and be a maybe a manager.
How do you say in Spanish? With money, the dog dances.
I know, but it's just...
Con dinero baila el perro, papá.
Pero mira, ahora se quedó bailando como perro.
Bailando, pero con la cartera llena. Anyways.
See, I don't follow... I didn't follow Vasco Aguirre when he was, in Europe, and then he went to, China or something? I'm not sure.
He coached Japan and he coached...
Egypt, I believe.
I did not follow his process. I wasn't aware of what he was doing, but I would hear a lot of criticism towards him in both places where he was at.
Gerardo Figueroa is telling us
history should matter too much. If he's not giving results, he's not giving results.
Gerardo Figueroa is telling us that Chivas should be next. I don't know, champion? That sounds about right. I don't know if it's next... losing next,
que le enseñen el camino, cómo se corre a un coach.
But anyway, so let's go take a break, guys. Let's go take a break, and we'll be right back because there's many more things to talk about in this show. So don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Subscribe to our channel. We're gonna take a short break, and we'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. This is El Mexican Soccer Podcast and El Tri Online. Just remember, stay tuned and follow us on every single social media platform. Every Thursday, we're at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. Of course, you can follow us. And also, you can pick Liga Fantasy MX Pick them. So you can play there and get the winners announced every week and sign up at eltrionline.com to get your team ready en la quiniela prácticamente. Es una quiniela, como se conoce en el barrio, but we just have to call it fancy, you know, because we are fancy. So follow us on go to eltrionline.com and you can join there and play every week in La Liga MX. So welcome, guys. Welcome back. We have Samara here. Welcome, Samara. How's everything?
Hey guys, hey everyone that's tuning in. Everything's going well and happy to join.
Many good news about El Tri?
Yeah, there's news, some updates, but we're going to talk a little bit more about MLS in today's episode.
All right. Looking forward to that. So let's jump right in. What do we have? Should we take a look at the calendar for this coming week? Is that what we got? All right, so let's go take a look at the week 9 schedule. On Friday, we got Necaxa Toluca, Juárez León, Querétaro Atlas, América Monterrey. That's an interesting one.
Bueno,
Puebla,
de
Cruz
líderes.
Azul, another one, yeah. Puebla Cruz Azul, it's another one. A good game over there. De líderes, pero como dice el Don Ramón, al revés. Chivas Santos. Santos empezó mal, aunque según el Super que ya empezó a temblar las piernitas, they won their last 2 games. Pumas Mazatlán, el Mazatlán no trae nada. Pachuca Tigres, juegazo también. Y Cholo San Luis. What do you guys stick to? Which game?
That's a tough one.
Yeah.
América Monterrey, I would say out of it. And even though Arturo García Lau says América versus Monterrey, la tabla está de cabeza. Yeah, that is correct. Nothing to see there. No, not even coaches to see there. But so for those games, yes.
I think the best one, or at least in my opinion, is Pachuca against Tigres, just because they're fighting for the top spot, at least the first place, maybe. I don't know.
Cruz Azul Puebla.
That's a good one, Cruz Azul Puebla.
Those two are the games.
Definitely Cruz Azul Puebla.
So what? Yeah, I think it's all 4 teams are in the top four.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, both games are really good.
There you go. And of course, Chivas, Super ya se está curando en salud. ¿Qué va a pasar con Chivas, Super?
Chivas,
Por la calle de la amargura.
Juegan en casa, and it should be a good game.
I don't know if it's a good thing.
I know. Even though that playing at home for Chivas has been like un desastre in I think in the last since they won the championship in 2017.
So anyway, we'll keep an eye on those. I don't know if we're not gonna do it right now. At least we can do them on social media if you guys want. Predictions for those games, and we should do them fast. Let me just read the comments real quick because Gerardo Figueroa it's joining us right now. Chivas should fire the coach. Ya valió como el América y Monterrey. Like people said, el dinero no importa. Lo que importa es un equipo humilde como Puebla. Or the Dynamo sucks. Also necesita defense. Sorry, Samara. And they're telling us this because I think they got news from Houston that we heard this week. So, Samara, what do you got?
That's right. The Houston Dynamo have just acquired Héctor Herrera in a pre-contract. So, Herrera is set to join the Houston club in the summer. And I have info that he might make his debut in one of the Texas Derby games. So it might be at home on July 9th against FC Dallas, or it might be away against Austin FC on July 12th.
El Zorrillo, ya no le gusta que le digan así.
He's not going to be the only Zorrillo in the team because the mascot is also un zorro, a fox.
So,
There you go.
hablando de sorry, so sorry, Samara, that you're gonna get to see un bulto en Houston.
Bulto.
Pero
Titular en
tú-
el Atlético.
Tú cada semana ves 11 bultos, super.
Ay,
Claro, no, pero es que Samara lo va a ver en vivo. She's gonna see it live. At least I'm at the far away where, you know.
no, los
it's-
Galácticos Pumas, ¿eh? Los Galácticos Pumas. Ahora
Hablando de
mismo.
bultos.
Hey, están metidos en zona de liguilla, compadre.
Sí, güey, de 12.
También Chivas,
De
güey.
12, güey.
No, Pumas está en el 7º lugar, que era la liguilla vieja, pero el
Pero
Chivas-
ya no importa,
Ya no hay
güey.
liguilla vieja, güey. Son
No,
12.
pero
aquí
pues
la
es una
misma
buena
mierda.
referencia. It's a good reference. Ahí,
Listen, between
Si quieres
between-
referencias, ve a la biblioteca, brother. Ahí hay muchas.
between 5th and 12th place, it doesn't matter anymore, man. It's just a
Yeah,
joke.
it does matter, man.
No, it doesn't. Pumas.
Yes, it does.
Look,
Yes, it does.
Where was
So-
Pumas in
so,
last tournament when they
play-
made it all the way?
Play.
Esto no
No,
sé.
but it
Semifinals.
matters. It matters. Of course, it matters. You get.
Did
a
it
home
matter
advantage.
then? Did it
You
matter
get
then?
You get a
No, it
home
didn't.
advantage. What do you mean?
Number
Guys,
12
guys.
could eliminate.
Well, it can, but with a home advantage.
¿Y qué pasó con Pumas?
Hey,
Son
hey,
chingones,
hey.
güey. ¿Qué quieres que haga?
Son chingos. Enough for both of you. Really? We're talking about Pumas and
Oh,
Chivas
God.
right now? Come on, guys. Give me a break. So anyways, moving on. We're talking about HH Herrera llegando a Houston.
I'd rather talk about Pumas, man. It's a big mistake that what Herrera did.
I don't get that one.
Mistake.
I don't get that one. But
It's
anyways.
Yeah, it's a big
his
mistake.
his last opportunity to get a good
No,
contract.
I don't see it as a mistake. I see it as he just went for the money. He's been doing okay with Atletico, but that's it. He just signed his life away. And I don't think he made a mistake.
Well,
He just got a better offer. He got
Financially, it was not a mistake because if he was looking for money, he did the right move. But if he wanted to continue growing with his soccer, this is not the place.
For how much
Growing.
longer?
Dude,
For
he's
how
on
much
his
longer?
way out.
Dude, he's
Exactly.
31, man.
Exactly.
Yeah,
He's on his way
31.
out.
And he's going to be with the team for 2 years and with the option of a third year based on his performance. So he's going to be actually the best paid player in the team. So I think it was financially a good decision for him because they weren't showing interest in Atletico and he didn't have really any better offers.
No, and not just that, but also if he really wants to go to the World Cup, that I think is a big mistake if they take him. I think that this is the best thing that could have happened to him because he's gonna get playing time, and that's what you need on the road to the World Cup.
He could have gotten playing time at another club in Europe.
Nah,
not
nah,
Atletico,
nah.
a mid-table team.
No.
Could have had a.
Mira, I think
You
that
don't
was
know
the
that.
best decision he could have made. Come to this league where he's gonna get a lot of playing time. Where that's what it matters at the end of the day, man.
I don't know.
And at his age, listen, once you're 30, man, that's you're closer to retirement.
And that is that's the sad part of the Mexican mentality, if that's what you want to call it, because we think at 30 ya se acabó la carrera when really it's mid-career. There's a lot of players. There's a lot of European
todos son como el bicho. No todos son como un Cristiano Ronaldo.
You don't have
that
to be
he
a
takes
bicho.
care
You don't
of
have
his,
to be a
of
Messi.
his,
There is a lot of average players.
Not many
who are
players.
playing. There. Do you watch the Premier League? There's
Not
a lot of
many
average
players.
that are 33, 34 that are still playing in a mid-table team. And the fact that Herrera didn't have enough playing time in Atletico or he just didn't fit in with the team doesn't mean he's a crappy player, man.
He didn't get
Fernando.
enough playing time at
Fernando,
28,
if
at
they
25.
offer
You think he's going to get
job.
playing time at 32? No.
A new
In
job
Atletico,
right now.
of course not.
Fernando,
Elsewhere,
they're
yes.
going to offer you right now a better job, a better paid job in a smaller company, in a way smaller company, but they're going to pay you more. Would you take it?
But what are you asking me? Because I told you, if he was looking for his finances, yes, this was the perfect
Well,
decision.
he's looking for himself.
Okay,
period.
this was a perfect decision. But then I'm telling you, soccer-wise, this was not the correct decision. Easy as that. Like, if we're talking about money, like you asked me, yes, he made the right
Okay.
choice.
All
Well,
right, yeah, so he
soccer-wise,
did.
no, like he's not going to get better.
He wants to go to the World Cup.
And he's not
going
going
to the
to
World Cup. He's
well,
gonna go to the
Listen,
World Cup.
he wants to go to the World Cup. That's the tournament's gonna be over in
Anyways.
May. Hold on, the tournament's gonna be over in May over there. He's gonna be looking for a different team where he's gonna have. It's gonna be a process where he has to adjust to a new team. When he was gonna come here, and the tournament doesn't end. There's not a 1 month pause here in MLS. they're gonna continue playing until November when the World Cup is gonna be starting. So I think he made the perfect choice. If you want to look at it both ways, financially, this possibly is his last good opportunity to get a good contract, because even though he's, en mi opinión, es un bulto, o sea, los entrenadores lo ven como una pieza clave.
No, he does. He's been getting better. Sometimes the thing is, with the national team. Sometimes with the national team, he just is not there. And I believe it's more than Tata Martino's fault.
Let me ask you this. Do you take the time to watch any of Atletico's games when he plays?
No.
Then how can you say he's a bulto? I watched the game when he played against Manchester United, and he did a very good job. He did a decent job. Maybe he wasn't the best.
Do you think if he stays there, all right? Do you think if he stays there, he's going to get another contract like the one he's getting right now? Let's say for another 6 months.
No.
Financially, as financially attractive as this one, no, he's not. But
¿Qué dijo Hugo a few minutes ago? Con dinero vale el perro. Well, that's the bottom line. Yeah, that's all what it's about, man. It's about money.
Well, that's a crappy mentality to have, because he had a better future over there.
A quick note on that. A quick note on that. Don Garber, president of MLS, said that he doesn't want to bring players to retire anymore. So bringing Ache at 31, you can squeeze a good 5 years out of him if he stays healthy.
I think that's just a sorry excuse. If you don't want to have, if you don't want to bring players to retire here, and you want to build a competitive league, why are you sending millions and millions of kids to Europe then?
Because how you create players. That's how you create players. Exactly.
No,
it's a business.
Exactly. But then he says, I don't want to bring them to retire here, but I'm sending a bunch of kids over there. Then what is Ache doing? He's gonna retire like Superstar. Like that's exactly what he's doing. He just doesn't want to say it because obviously Herrera's not gonna like it.
Well, financially, the league is getting stronger, and that's the base for a good competitive league.
You're right.
So that's it. Yeah, and that's it. We're
but at this very moment, it's not better.
Not
of course, he's coming here to retire. What do you mean?
Financially, yes, and that's so be it. Anyways,
exactly. So his little excuse was not valid. It was BS.
Let's go take a look at MLS, because MLS has started already, and this is our league, even though Fernando only likes LAFC. So let's take a look at some of the results of week 1. Carlitos Vela, Charlie Candle scored a goal on that 3-0 against Colorado. FC Dallas 1-1 against Toronto. Austin 5-0 a Cincinnati. Red Bulls le pegaron a los del Pastor del Super Mojado.
Con un gol de la Chofis.
Y jugó bien, ahí lo vi haciendo 2-3 gambetas. Estaríamos en el 5º partido si no hubiera sido porque se echó unos tacos de más. Anyways, 3-1 ganó Atlanta, el Sporting de KC. ¿Quién metió el gol del LA Galaxy?
Pregúntale a la selección. Pregúntale a la selección.
Ok. No, nomás para asegurar. Ok. Ante los actuales campeones que les abollaron la corona. Y 0-0 entre Real Salt Lake y
Houston Dynamo.
Ok.
And guys, before we move on, and we're on the topic of Houston Dynamo, con lo del tema de HH, there was a rumor going around that the Dynamo were still not done and they wanted to bring Diego Lainez. But I was able to clear that up, and my sources were able to tell me that it was false, that he had no plans of leaving Europe. So
yeah, that's right.
That's a joke right there. We should do a rumor then. We should create a rumor, sort of like Michael Scott on The Office, you know.
And it's interesting because I got the info about HH, and it was just, I couldn't believe it. I was like, no, that's definitely a rumor. But
just throw it on Twitter, throw it all over the place.
Yeah,
we don't have to confirm it.
Figure it out and confirm it.
We'll just do a John Sutcliffe one or a Jeff Passan type of thing. Just throw things up. Throw things up, and who cares? We don't have to fact check the whole thing. Anyway, so we'll just say, it was a rumor. My mistake. Never mind. It's Messi is not coming to the Houston Dynamo. It's okay.
Well,
Anyway, so real quick, Gerardo Figueroa, big fan of you, apparently, Samara. He's from Houston, and he's telling us that La MLS is not at all joined the Dynamo, so he can sell shirts and the Dynamo can make money. Achache could join for another team. What happened to Ricardo Pepi? I haven't heard of anything.
Yeah, I couldn't have said it in a better way than he just did. He just came to sell shirts. He's right.
I mean, the Dynamo organization definitely needed a star because they didn't have anybody. The last star say that they had one is El Cubo Torres.
But you're gonna have H as your star.
No se rende mi cubo, No se
estrella,
mi cubo.
Una estrella estrellada.
The Dynamo needs to aim for more of like what LA Galaxy does, what LAFC does, and like the Hispanic population is there. The Hispanic fan base is here.
Yes.
But they don't have anybody like that they want to go see. You know, the people have la ilusión de ver a un jugador, de recibir una firma. So I guess it's a good move from the Dynamo.
¿Llenan el estadio cada 15 días?
But I don't know how.
All right, so that's some work.
Well, let's measure.
Listen,
let's measure the people that go to the stadium before and after Achaches.
It's gonna go up for sure. It's gonna
data.
No, but you know what? That's exactly what I was gonna ask. How much of a draw could Ache bring to Houston? I don't see Ache being un jugador. First of all, he's a midfielder, right? So. No es un striker. He's not a guy that's going to score a lot of goals.
No es mediático, como tú dices.
No es mediático. O sea,
tienes razón.
I don't think he's going to bring...
Did you guys see Chicharito walking the red carpet? It was yesterday or today. I'm not sure. No, but think about it.
Yeah.
Fernando, this goes for you. And you got to remember, these are people. People. Remember that. Just put in your head. They're winning more money. They're not as, how do you say it? No les exigen tanto físicamente, entrenamientos, juego, esto. Entonces su nivel baja.
So they're
ganan más.
So you're right.
So think about for people like yourself. Just put yourself in that position. It's a win-win.
Sí, okay.
Y es una liga que está creciendo. This league has turned. Okay. It's not the liga that was 10 years ago.
The thing is that
por su selección.
I cannot put myself in the shoes because I'm not. You cannot say that they did not have money before. I'm pretty sure Chicharito had a bunch of money playing in Real Madrid and Manchester United. Coming here, yes, he was going to get more money, but I don't think it made such a big difference. He was already rich. So I cannot know how it feels to be more rich because I'm not even rich to begin with. Now,
but you have money, so
I'll tell you. I'll tell you.
Don't go to work because you already have money, man.
Okay, and second of all, you're right. This league is getting better, but at this very moment, it's not better than Europe. Okay. Unfortunately.
But
Chicharito's not going to last more than 5 years.
Okay, it is true.
So if he's really saying, I'm coming because the league is getting better, you're not going to get to see that, man.
But Achache is not Europe material.
Already played in Europe for how many years?
He's not
Chicharito, how many years?
Madrid material, but he is Europe material. Super.
No, es que ya tienes que dejar siendo romántico.
The thing is,
Fernando,
that earlier you said
they're not 20 years old anymore. You gotta understand. Listen,
guys,
I leave it to you for Lainez. Hey, Lainez, great. Let him continue in Europe because he's still young. JJ Macias, yes, it was a mistake coming back. Maybe he should have pursued his dream and continue to be in Europe.
If I didn't have proof that it's possible for you to play in Europe at 34, 35, then I'd understand what you're telling me. But Guardado's still there playing good and they still want him there. And that's a mid-table team. But if Herrera would have gone to a mid-table team, just like Guardado is,
the contract didn't come. So anyway, Samara, more news about MLS. What else happened?
Yeah, so we're going to move on to Carlos Vela being named Player of the Week and scoring a hat trick. Un hat trick over Colorado at the home opener. And it was the third hat trick of his MLS career. Del Charlie Kendall.
It was a good game too. I saw that. Yeah, I did see that.
En Europa no lo hubiera hecho. En Europa no le hubiera alcanzado para hacer un hat-trick.
Claro.
Y aquí celebra bien a gusto y todo. Se
I
va con su
think he could
familia.
have.
And I think it was a great game for him. And listen, looking for that contract extension that he really wants, and that the team, I think they're gonna pay after this hat trick. He deserves to be paid the money that he's asking for because he has changed the team. Carlos Vela is LAFC, and I mean, unfortunately, they haven't won that title, el anhelado título, ¿verdad? But I think that he can make that happen.
Está.
¿Se nos fue Hugo o qué?
¡Pum! No, aquí estoy. Me quedé sin palabras con tu poema que acabas de decir. Anyways, what else, Samara?
También we had Salcedo that played 90 minutes with Toronto in the draw against FC Dallas. And well, he's back. He's back to the MLS since 2013 when he made his debut with Real Salt Lake at 19 years old.
What do you have to say there, mi buen Fernando? Porque en Tigres ganaba una millonada.
It's a mistake coming to Toronto.
From Tigres.
I thought it was a mistake coming back to Mexico, dude. He was in Europe. Why even come back to Mexico? But,
Ya me voy a cambiar, me voy a ir a vivir a Australia.
Fernando, why are you living in the U.S.? Why don't you go to Europe?
Exactly. No, don't go to work tomorrow.
Mira, they paying in euros over there. Vale más el euro que el dólar.
No, don't go to work. Don't go to work tomorrow.
You really want me to answer that question?
No, I just
exactly.
Listen, man. I think that this league
you're comparing like oranges to apples, man. This is soccer. These are professional players. They're playing the same sport. Like I don't understand what you're asking me. Why don't I go work over there? Because there's jobs completely different. What I do here, they do it completely different over there. They have different laws.
Listen, you don't have to answer. It's okay. I don't know why are you letting him answer this question, darling?
Well, I want to know what you want to tell me. I want to understand what you're asking.
Fernando,
like, why are you comparing apples?
And that is the problem, that you don't understand what I'm asking.
Because it doesn't make sense. You're comparing like stuff that doesn't have anything to do with each other.
Sálvalo, Samara, por favor.
Guys, real quick. Arturo nos está preguntando que si Vela ha tenido ofertas de Europa estando en la MLS. ¿No fue que estaba muy cerca del Barcelona en algún momento?
Well, he did have other
y la misma Real Sociedad, si no me equivoco.
Yes, but Carlos Vela es un jugador diferente. Let's call it that way, right?
No, diferente en todos los aspectos.
I can finally agree with you on something, Super.
Mentally es un jugador que nunca se ha dejado llevar por he doesn't really go with the flow. He wants to go against the current.
No, he also said that he doesn't enjoy soccer sometimes. He likes basketball better.
So that's okay.
No, por eso.
Yeah, so it's okay. I understand why he's here.
I think, his wife, I believe, is from Europe, right? I mean, I think Spain.
Mm-hmm.
So there is that thing about that he wants to go back to Europe. I'm assuming because of the family, right?
Could be.
But again, he's so comfortable over here. Mira, le moldearon el equipo.
Mm-hmm.
And living in LA, it's just, I think it's a great place to be at. Especially if you're a celebrity like Carlos Vela. So, I mean...
We have a lot of stuff to talk about, so hurry up.
Dale.
No, bro, es que me sacas con tus poemas. Okay, Chicharito, he scored 1 goal, Samara?
Yes, Chicharito scored the late game-winning goal with the LA Galaxy against the reigning MLS champions New York City FC. And there was also...
a little bit of La Rosa de Guadalupe con la selección ahí?
I don't think so. Honestly, I don't think so. But La Selección did have a tweet that many could have said it was petty because they did not mention Javier Hernandez.
So, sí es La Rosa de Guadalupe, entonces.
Quizás. But I mean, the reason that why he wasn't mentioned was because it's the recent convocados, the recent players who've been called up, and he hasn't played since 2019. So I don't think it was petty.
But Samara, that's the BS that they've been saying for a while. There's beef between whoever's doing social media for la selección
against Chicharito.
And Chicharito. That's one of the problems that they've been having, because this is just like, and in my opinion, they're doing it to basically let him know that he's still not welcome back.
What Chicharito's gonna do after he retires? He's gonna create a ¿cómo le llaman esta unión de jugadores? Una federación de jugadores. And boom, he's gonna show them how it's done.
But listen, I love now, but this has gone a little farther now, because whoever's doing social media for la selección, now it's gotten into be like a competition now between whoever's doing the social media for LA Galaxy, because LA Galaxy is now continuously responding to their tweets and putting it out there. Like, they put out this tweet, right? And then LA Galaxy responded with, who scored the goal? So,
stop tweeting each other.
But it's too much drama. We're supposed to be watching soccer, not watching two Twitter accounts fight each other.
It is
but I honestly, I don't think it's that deep, because I think it was you, Samara, that said it. Chicharito's not playing for la selección anymore, so why include him in that post?
Lo retiraron, así es fácil. Lo retiraron porque él sigue abierto ahí, o seguiría abierto ahí.
Did this tweet really do that, or did this happen long ago?
Pero es ya como poner la cerecita en el pastel.
It's history.
No, I don't think people should read too much into it. I mean, both of the players in the Galaxy.
Pero es que no es que you're not reading into it. It's
el romántico de ahora de repente se le olvidó.
Pero está ahí, bro. No hay que leer entre líneas.
It's clear.
No pusimos al Chicharito, exactamente.
Pero es la misma razón por la cual no ponen otro post de Vela, o otro post de la Chofis, o el post de
la Chofis nunca fue seleccionado. Este es tu goleador número uno en la selección.
Maybe a couple of times.
But not anymore.
No, pero el goleador histórico.
But not anymore. So why put
right now it is? Es el goleador histórico.
But he's not currently playing for the selección. So why put him in a post that he's not current in?
Anyways, Samara, they announced a Partido Molero, right?
They did. So in the last episode, we had talked about Mexico was still yet to confirm a friendly match against Venezuela. So it's not going to be against Venezuela anymore. It's going to be against Guatemala, and they're going to be playing in Orlando, Florida at World Camping Stadium on April 27th.
Who's going to join me on that one? Who's coming?
This is going to help us beat Germany in the World Cup.
What, me going to the game?
No, playing Guatemala. It's a great game.
Juegazo. Así lo anunció TUDN en Twitter hoy. Juegazo.
Yeah, that's why this is going to prepare the selección to play in the World Cup.
Mira, so the rumor was that Venezuela didn't want to play because they were going to have like their European teams, Mexico. So there's still those games that are talked about that are going to be played in September, whereas Brazil and Argentina. So that's better, right?
Pues no sé, a los estándares de Fernando. ¿Eso sí van a ayudar o no, Fernando?
No, I think so, but they should still play a European team like I mentioned last week. Yeah, definitely. Right. Argentina and Brazil are a good team. That should definitely help.
Oh, they're okay.
Anyways,
but Guatemala.
So we're running out of time. The producer wants me to do predictions.
We're running out of time. ¿Qué rápido se pasó?
I know. I was gonna say. Well, I thought he was gonna do predictions for MLS. Now let's take a look. We're looking forward to week 2 in MLS. So we have Toronto Red Bulls. Sporting Kansas City, Houston, San Jose contra... ¿Quiénes son esos?
Charlotte. No, that's not Charlotte. That's Columbus Crew.
Columbus Crew, ok. Es que cambian de logo como cambian de... Y el otro contra Galaxy, ¿quién es?
El nuevo
Ese es el Charlotte. Es el nuevo equipo.
Ok.
De North Carolina, güey. Vamos.
Austin contra el Inter de Miami y después... LA Galaxy contra Timbers.
LAFC
LAFC contra Portland Timbers.
I'll go first. I guess I'm looking forward to Charlotte FC against the LA Galaxy because, to keep an eye on Chicharito and then to also see the newly incorporated MLS team. And another one, LAFC and Portland Timbers, para ver qué más hace Carlos Vela, a ver si sale con otro hat-trick.
Sí, los dos de Los Ángeles están buenos. Para ver a Charlie Candle y al Chicharito, a Little P.
A Little P.
But anyways, we don't care about what Super or Fernando have to say because they've been fighting all day long today. And yeah, we're over it. We're over it. Any more comments that we see right now? No. Thank you, everybody who joined us. Peace out. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so final comments, guys, because we are out of time now.
Vámonos.
Unfortunately. Nada, thanks everybody for joining us and tune in for next episode. We'll have more updates on the Mexican national soccer team, MLS, and Liga MX.
All right.
Llegamos a la mitad del torneo, so it gets better from here.
Aquí es donde repunta, ¿no? Los Pumas.
A huevo.
Anyways,
vámonos.
thank you guys for joining us. Remember, we're here every Thursday. Subscribe to every social media platform you follow us on. And we'll see you next week. Coman frutas y verduras. Ahí nos vemos, banda.
Ciao.